Hey everybody, Mr. Inky Fingers back again. We got something. It is Spoiler by Sheaffer. Sheaffer did a great job, and these are mostly for kids or people like me who like enjoy writing with fun stuff, and I like Star Wars, so cool little collector piece for me. Inexpensive. I think these are maybe sub 20, maybe. Maybe I picked this up for 25. I can't recall exactly, but it's somewhere around that ballpark. So it's not going to break the bank, but they are smooth riders out of the gate, in my experience, and they do come with medium nibs. And I think you could even eyedropper these. So let's take a peek at these. Let's get down on the mat, take a look and see what the Sheaffer Pop pen is and which one we have today for you. And we'll do a little drawing with it too. All right. All right, here we are back on the mat here. We're going to take a peek at the Sheaffer, the Pop pen. See what we got here. And there we are. This time, instead of the R2-D2, we got Darth Vader. You can never have too much Star Wars paraphernalia, can you? I mean, I'm not a huge cosplay person or anything like that by any stretch. But I do like me a nice pen. That's for sure. All right, so this is the Darth Vader version. I do have the R2-D2 one lying around here somewhere. Oh, somewhere. Well, not handy anyway. But let's take a peek at this one. See what we've got. These are pretty cool, I have to admit. I like... Sheaffer's not like one of my top favorite brands, but man, they definitely have a history and has a really good writing experience. So, little blister pack here. Pop this out. There we go. And there it is. Just has Sheaffer on the top of the cap finial. Kind of a blank end there. Nothing on the barrel other than the three silver lines on each side. And then on the back of it says Sheaffer and logo, Star Wars, and Vader's mask, I guess. That's it. Oh, Darth Vader, there we go. So, cool, it's a medium nib. It's a basic nib. It's not going to do too much flexing or anything like that. It's a steel nib. So see how it writes. It does post well. I like that about the other one. They're all the same. They all post well and definitely within good length and balance. So it is a converter. However, guess what? This one doesn't come with. Oops. Comes with the cartridge, but no converter. So if you want to get a converter, you need to get a proprietary. Sheaffer has a proprietary converter they use. So they don't just use international, standard international. They're again not going to break the bank or anything. So to me, it's worth getting and worth looking into. Yeah, but that's it. So we'll do a little bit of drawing with this one, and if you have a pen like this, hey, you know what? This is a good. So I have two of these, and I have the R2-D2 and this one. I've had great experiences out of the box. Look, there is such a thing as quality control, right? These are mass manufactured. These aren't like made by hand or these aren't, you know what I mean? So, and the price reflects it. So you're going to run into some issues with these on occasion. I haven't. I don't know anybody who has, again, but it's not like I'm dealing with thousands of people who order these and have a good pool of people to choose from to say, hey, all their nibs come out perfect out of the gate. Mine have been, if somebody has and it didn't come out great and the nib maybe needed some smoothing, was it fixable? And that was kind of be my question. If the nib came out poorly finished, just curious whether it would be fixable or not, or something worth that you just send it back. Anyways, just curious. All right, well, let's get to it. Do a little bit of drawing with this one and see how it performs. Okay, welcome back, everybody. Here we got the Sheaffer Pop Pen. Yeah, this one was a lot of fun. I had a good time messing with this one. I think that it's an entry level pen. I mean, call it for what it is, but it is an entry level pen. Um, Sometimes you get these entry level pens that are very smooth, very fun to write with, and this is definitely one of those. Um, I think that if you really stop and only stick with the very expensive pens, you're going to be let down. There are some of those pens out there, whether it be very high-end pens, thousands of dollars sometimes, and the nib just isn't perfect or just right the way you want it. So you could end up spending tons of money and not have the type of pen that you want, or you could end up spending a little bit of money like this one and come up with a really good product. So if anybody's interested in, um, pens like starter fountain pens to get into the hobby or just to try them out for drawing or writing, entry level pens like Lamy Safari or a Sheaffer Pop Pen, something fun like this. Those are usually come in blister packs or something like that, and sub $30. Those are great. A great way to get into the hobby. Um, I had fun with this one. Um, Definitely, it was. I think I had to maybe smooth it just a tiny bit, but not much. It's hard to remember. I know it wrote well upside down, as you just saw there. It does produce a fine line because it comes only in medium, as a medium nib line. But this one, yeah, this was a lot of fun. And be frank, when I started drawing with this one, I had no idea what was going to come out. But a spaceship developed, so there you go. Maybe that was just sitting in my brain from Darth Vader. Um, yeah, this is a good one. Um, yeah, we had Thanksgiving this past few weeks. We took the family out of town and celebrated out of state. What did you all do for Thanksgiving? Um, do you celebrate Thanksgiving? Um, I know we have Christmas coming up here shortly. Um, that's what I celebrate. Um, I know we have a few other holidays as well uh, coming up. I have some birthdays coming up in December. Um, so it's a busy month for me. Um, how is your December? Is it leave some comments below. That'd be interesting to see who's listening and what religion you celebrate and what holidays you celebrate. Uh, we're all different. We all do different things. Um, I know this and October and and Easter is always a great holiday as well for us. We do enjoy that. Um, yeah. But back to the pens. This, um, did I throw a converter? I can't remember if I threw a converter in this pen or not. Um, I've got to go back and look. Or did I use the Sheaffer Black ink? What did I do? I'll have to go back and double check. Um, yeah, it's hard to tell. I can't tell if this is on the screen anyway. I'd have to go back to the drawing um, that I do have in the book here, so I should be able to look that up shortly. But um, I think I used the cartridge that was with the pen. Um, but be that as it may, um, yeah, yeah. So nice December's here. We do get where I live. We've already had snow, and matter of fact, when we went out of state, we went to a colder climate. So we there was snow there, and we did some skiing and down a mountainside. So um, it was a lot of fun. We had a good time. Our snow comes, or we have longer winters up here. where I live on the north side of the state, the country, sorry. And it was neat to go somewhere where you're in the foothills of the mountains and there's no snow, and then you drive up into the mountains and it's just packed. So a lot of fun. I think we had an elevation increase of, I think we went up 11,000 or 12,000 feet. So it was pretty good. I did not have any issues with oxygen deprivation or the thinning air coming down the mountain. I did pretty well. Um, I know we're just a little bit where we're at. I am at let's see. We are looking at my altimeter, 700 feet above sea level. So we went from 700 feet to a mile, and then we went up further into the mountains, and like I said, up to about 11,000 feet at the peak. So, but yeah, we love the winter. There's so many people who live where I live, and they cannot stand the snow. They complain and complain and complain. Even though they're from here, they complain about it, and they say, we just can't stand the winter, and we want to move out of here. But they never do. And I always tell them, well, if you hate it so much, move away. Go down south. Go to Florida. Go to Texas, or go somewhere where it's warm. But some of them do, maybe, but most don't. I enjoy the snow. We moved to where I moved to where we wanted to live in terms of the cold. So we made a conscious decision and said, it isn't cold here year round, but most of the year it is. So that's kind of how I prefer it. But I almost wish it was colder. I wish it stayed once it goes into winter, that it goes below freezing and it stayed below freezing. But unfortunately, I think we'd have to go into Canada or something. And so that's not an option for us. But um, we were looking at some funny areas, and I said, what's the coldest area you could live, and then have your winters go when it goes below freezing, that it stays below freezing. And I think the only other place was Siberia that we're looking at. And there's no way I'm moving to Siberia. I'm not that desperate, man. So, but yeah, Siberia was interesting. I was looking at the weather patterns there. So, anyways, well, coming to the end of the drawing. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you in the next one.